Greetings, hello, how are we? Happy Wednesday, big fan. The weather is pleasant this time, at least a bit more pleasant this time, so it's tolerable. Though in the coming month, over the course of this month, we'll probably get much more warmer, so. How we doing? How was your day yesterday, eh? How was the rest of the day? Yesterday was driving. Today is punishing people for their driving. That's how it works. Then tomorrow is more driving again. You know. Gamba time, yes. Not driving today from me. No, not for me. Hello, random guy. Big fan. London, Nox, Guess, Ebos, Chaos, Kayla, Star, Ollie, big fan. Jazz, welcome in. Ozone, welcome in. Hope all well. When tomorrow? This exact start time tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Exactly the same. And we'll be on the arcade server from wherever we left last time. Only one person joined the Gamba. That's why it didn't work, Gez. You would have joined it all for yourself, but no. Are you late? Yes. Very late. No, of course not. No. No. Hope you can join. If you can, that's pretty cool, because we're exploring Benelux. Slowly going through exploring it. Fix? No. That's not a thing I fixed. That's just how it's coded. To have several people join. Why not? You can't just win your own amount of points back. That's not fair. Bit of a loophole going on there, hey? There we go. Well done. Well done. The Alps, yes. A lot of the reports now end up being in the Alps because CD has spread out into this route area, not road, route. Not as many collisions happen there.
Last of my bitties. Reminder, StarAIwolf redeemed the Watcher report in 1x last stream, and you refused to refund them, so I'm sure we all want to see the first report in 1x. Have a good stream.
You know what? Firstly, thank you for the biddies. You're about to mention that. I forgot. So, someone would have brought it up at some point anyway, so you're right. Yes, first one will be a 1x. It's a bit silly, though. Admin work earlier today? No. I have not been in-game during the day, no. I like to sort things out during the day, and then stream is when I'm in-game. Maybe if I'm bored at some point, I'll just... maybe half-hour session or something, but not at the moment, no. Lads, how you doing, Risto? Big fan, welcome in. Shall we get into what we're doing then, eh? I am still where we finished last time, which is Osna. So next time we'll go from here towards... back into the region, because this isn't the region, so... Twice is in London today, tomorrow? You could say they're in London twice, huh? Huh? Are you going to see them? Alright. This is Italy. Wow, not the Alps. And let me guess, is this person just stationary the whole time? Kayla, alright. Back to back. This person's going to be here the whole report, aren't they? What a good report. Hello, Botosh, big fan. Also yesterday. A double 1x. They better not both be for blocking, though. This one's going to be this person's in the way slightly and the other person that arrives can't. Well, they could squeeze past, but bit of a squeeze if they were to. Yeah, we sit and wait. And you wouldn't know when the report is actually over until the thing ends, the little slider goes across. This is a DLC, yes, but it's Italy DLC. Near the bit where you go across to, because Italy's the shape of the boot and it's kicking a ball, it's the ferry that goes between the two. It's close. Hello, War Sniper, big fan. Very nice report for this, yes. So we have to see who approaches them to then report for blocking. Right? So. Oh, Alps will be later. Next one will probably be Alps or something. It's just that's the trend now. Still not many on the F to P road because I have not seen a legitimate report of someone being inconvenienced there yet. Because, you know, maybe we will eventually. Hello, Mikhail. Still waiting. There's someone in the rest area that's further on in the city. No one else on this road yet. 2/3 of the way through. No, there's a reason there's a cooldown on that. I don't want them spammed. Because it'll take a very, very, very long time for that to be sorted through. Oh. Person has arrived. They are behind. You could go past, but I know your first instinct may not be to go past. But this is now, though. Nearly done. And... I think that's done. Still there? Yes. Blocking. Go to the service, please. I don't know what you're doing, but please go to the service. San Giovanni is where we are. Yes, the port that goes over there. And it's so close that you go here. Oh, that's it. One's there. One's there. It'd be really cool if you could see both, because I'm assuming they are really, really not that far apart. That'd be cool. And then... Cologne. Oh, it's not the Alps. Okay. Well, this one also has to be 1 time, so at least this person should be moving, right? Right. How can you be mod? When the applications open for recruitment, you will be able to apply. If you aren't recently banned or somehow don't meet the other criteria for it. Shift up. Gunfire Reborn. Haven't heard of that one. Left 4 Dead 2. I had them because I swear... Maybe that's how I had Portal. There was a bundle several years back where it had pretty much all the Valve games at the time, or at least most of them, for very, very cheap, like 99% off on all of them. So I think you got both Left 4 Deads, maybe both Portals, at least Portal 2, perhaps. It's a pretty cool bundle. Great spot. Not surprised. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I don't know why. Ever since these areas got revamped, I didn't go back and discover all of the changed bits, did I? Another one? No, don't do another one. Optimization, we do. The only thing that you can do, Trevor, the view distance, is your the draw distance. Anything will quit. When I'm unable to do it anymore. If somehow I'm doing various other things and they take over, like fully take over, then perhaps. But it ties in with the stream. That's why I'm able to do it for so long, because I'm kind of doing 2 things at once. And it's fun. That's what makes it fun. There's the person. Are you going to bump into them? Too quick. No, someone can go 110 in an 80 as long as they're still safe when they're doing it. If the 80 zone has a lot of turns and someone is still trying to maintain their speed through the turns, then maybe not. I can tell they're lagging because they're 10 slower. And they were still speeding up. Okay. Okay, I expected that to be a horrific ending with a massive crash and everyone dead, as it usually happens, but no. A roguelike game with furries? Oh. New season. Ah. Is it one of those free-to-play games? This. That, I'm not sure what caused that. That was very weird. Wasn't intentional? They didn't really try again. I mean, you were wobbling back there. If this one was lagging, it's kind of understandable, but the other one was lagging. I don't know what the car saw to be able to swerve over that side. That's like, yeah, don't swerve to hit someone's trailer, but that's a bit of a weird one. Yeah. Yeah. 32 gigs you bought yesterday. Have you got any money left? Club, given how expensive it is right now? You poor thing. Bumped into a car IRL. You okay? Is the other car okay? If the person was inside the car, are they okay? What happened? IRL. G29, G29's good. It's a good starter wheel. If people want to get into just using it casually and maybe not having a full setup, you don't have to have a full setup. G29 is fine. Where are you from? Ragga, appreciate that. Where do you think? Where do you think? What does it sound like? Did I ban? If that's you, you're just saying, did I ban you? I don't know. I don't know the players' names until I look at it later. If you are banned, wait for the video evidence, because it doesn't matter who banned you. Does it? Sure, you might have a bit of bonus points if it was me, but that's only figurative, not literally. UK South? Yes. Yes. Welcome in. Hello, Ariel. Big fan. 15 quid. Max, welcome in. Techie, welcome in. £100 in 2024? Yeah, what's it now? £1,000? Nearly. £500? Don't do that. Never had a crash of any kind. Good. To some degree, I would say that's the bare minimum. You're playing the game and, you know, the idea is to play the game, not to crash into other people. There are games dedicated for crashing into other people. We're going to try again. Probably now. Oh, other one had the same idea. Drifting in the rain. Well, in single player, that's fine. That's fine. You could try it on arcade as well. That's not nice. Why would you do that? See, that person wasn't going too slow. Oh, well done. So it's almost like this one, besides the overtake here, isn't even that bad. This is still dangerous to do, because they were speeding up after this slow one decides to stop. Mostly stop. Frankfurt to Prague? Not many. Not many. If they're... Go and have a look on the TMP map. The map website. See if there are people on it. This is one of those things where... That was okay, because no one was coming the other way, but you're still using the majority of the other actual side of the road. It's not like a normal overtake. You're on the other side. Fully. But maybe kick in that instance. CD's still busy? No. CD is now CD routes, so everyone that would be in the same place on there is just slightly more spread out. What happened to it? It changed into a highway, set of highways. Not by us, by the game itself, because there are highways in the real world. There's no 400-kilometer country road. And in preparation for that, because people knew the addicts of the two-lane road variety moved to the Alps instead. So there was that, start of this overtake. Then there's this, which was very, very rude. And then, because he doesn't want to slow down, there's this. Why? What was that about? So, for the red one, the original suspect, in this instance, that's my verdict. This one, yes. Head on, yeah. As if hugging the middle line, so the moment there's no one else oncoming, they can just swerve a bit more to the left and then go for it, you know? They're in a rush. They're always in a rush. But hey, here we are. This is the other end, isn't it? Oh, no, not quite. It's still a fuel station. It's just heading from the other direction. Just saw the impact of that. Let me go and rewatch that. Why are you all the way around in the fuel station? What's up with that? Did the same thing, got banned. As the one that I did just ban, good, because that is bannable. Hello, Global Beacon. Someone's going painfully slow. Yeah, still don't overtake them. There's no point. This is what I say repeatedly to players that are going too quick anyway. You're in an area where the majority of people are generally going a bit slow, okay? Because it's bendy. The roads are tricky and bendy. That's what makes it nice. So why is your aim to go as fast as you can? Don't go there if you want to go as fast as you can, because no one else is going as fast as they can. Can you redirect? Boss guy, I tried. I made a little video. The whole reason people are in the Alps in the first place. You know? Yeah, sadly, the F2P will be busy as well. No matter where you send that amount of people, it will be busy. A few hundred people in the same place? Likey. Can you check if they even turn on? I'd be able to hear it if their engine turns off or on. Is that what you mean? Which region? This is in Austria. Still within the base game map. But further south of the base game map. Yeah, it would be nice to see the F2P be busy. But most of them have made their minds up, you know? You have to have the whole crowd unite and move over there collectively. It's nice to see a handful of people go there because it looks nice, but that's not enough to make the crowd move. So. Or indeed, go back to CD. Most people have discovered now the original direction of CD. You can still go C to D. But different. Here we are. I'd forgotten that this was a report I made myself here. So this one wanted to go through the fuel station. Did you miss it? Or something? And we loop-de-loop. There's an icon here. You didn't want to get fuel, so what are you turning around for then? Oh, turning around to then enter the correct way again. No, there isn't a fuel icon there. Is there really only one? Why is there only one? Why not two? On either side of the pump thing. That's a bit silly. They wanted to queue up then. Not the best way to do that. I mean, you missed the roundabout. Maybe by your own doing, or you suddenly saw that now there's a person to your right, maybe? Isn't this the whole point of the roundabout? But technically now, to enter the fuel station from the roundabout is a bit of a weird angle. Fuel station shouldn't really be on the corner, should it? But if there's no one else coming, you could just go into that one. You know, you could turn around and go into that one. Due to the speed of that one. That's quite fast. Entering the fuel station. You know, did you want to just cut straight through the fuel station? Maybe they did. But you missed your turn, though. You caused that because you were going the wrong way. Boss to host a convoy there. If there is a hosted convoy, more like an official convoy or something like that, it won't be on the normal server, though. It would be on an event server. So that server would be busy. But it wouldn't move them anywhere else on the normal server. So. A lot of lights. Oh, speaking of a lot of lights. Yeah, 75 into a fuel station? That's, quite fast. Quite fast. Would you be able to see if the engine of the suspect is on or off? Seeing it, no, I'd be able to hear if it's on or off. Because I've heard several times when someone slows down dramatically and you hear the stutter of the engine. Sometimes the sound goes a bit weird and it seems like that's the case, but... Yes. Because I set it so that the action that enables the reward wasn't in the one that gets enabled at the beginning of the stream in the first place. I'm curious with that one now. All these things I'm curious about. Commander Day, sadly you can't do that. Would be nice, but you can't do that. To change the time, I can do that. It's only for myself, it's not for the server. That'd be weird. If I change the time to daytime, and then everyone goes, whoa, why did it change daytime? Be like, oh, Crew's on, of course. But also, changing time of day, it changes the actual time as well, so thousands of jobs would immediately be deemed late. Because it would now be morning. And I would ruin people's jobs, you know? But for everyone on the server, that'd be crazy. Imagine if the time just didn't change at all, it was fixed. Completely fixed. Even though I couldn't change it. Just disable that command, I guess. Ding! Hold on. When the server died? Not for money. Some of the different types of cargo to bring are quite nice. If you scroll through the list of how many cargoes there are, there's a lot. That's you playing the game the way you want to play it. It was them catching up to this one. Is this a glitch situation? Ah, I see. It's the car. Car didn't slow down seeing the person turn, right? Even though you're turning a little bit late. In that scenario, turning a little bit late while the car is heading straight towards you. Here, like, I wouldn't try turning there. So you could say it was the turning person's fault, but is your reaction time not good enough to try and slam on the brakes? Maybe there wasn't much else you could do? Didn't really help, did it? Yeah, not being too slow. If we were to really enforce the speed limit, like truly enforce the speed limit, then you would be quite bad. Car's fault, I guess, due to uncontrollable speed, but, you know, from here, I feel if this one was going half their speed, they'd still have to swerve a little bit. Because that's quite a close turn. A lot of time to stop. A lot of time to at least try and slow down, I feel. At least try. And that's the famous Russian insult phrase. And they were very confused by that. 359 cargo. With half the speed, I guess they would have managed to do most of the turn. This one might have had to swerve as a bit of a instinctive reaction time, perhaps. But it's the speed, man. It's the speed. The approach. Going too fast towards the situation. I still feel the other one is slightly at fault for that, but not to the point of being punished for it. Being told off, but we don't do that. You know? Interesting to see what they say. Yeah, Iveco drive? I don't drive one. I don't, but the S-Way looks nice though. If you're thinking about that, Iveco, yes. That does look good. Hello, tomorrow. Tomorrow? Let me guess. Because this is a singular tunnel, one lane either side? Well, yeah, but you know... But I mean, but you know, why do people just stop? Have you spawned in and then sort of not tabbed back into the game? Do you think it's single player or something? Because this bit is closed. So it's only this way. Be nice if they did update the map every now and then, and finally this bit of the road was done, so you don't have to all squish into the same side. You go this way as well. Huh? Like the Mile High Club in GTA that's not finished, still. Be nice, wouldn't it? Not my vote. No, not that one, no. The custom response ones, I just can't be bothered to move those over yet. It's not dead yet. Doesn't really matter. And here we are. We've arrived. We're here. Coach. The TMP one is coming at some point soon. The DLC ones are also coming sometime soon as well. You will get news about it. It's not going to be a sudden surprise. Like you wake up one morning and, oh, when did they add that? No. When they know when they want to release it, they'll tell you. The point of Rage Bait? Rage Bait even now is... We've entered in a version of Rage Bait where it's just silly. And people call it Rage Bait. If something is so silly and stupid, you get annoyed at how silly and stupid it is. That's not the point of Rage Bait, really. Because Rage Bait, you're intentionally saying something usually completely the opposite, or something really, really stupid. But if someone is genuinely stupid, it's deemed as the same. As if like, oh yeah, funny, you're just raging. You know, you're just trolling me, right? Timed it wrong. You didn't even say it anyway. Ali, how you doing? Was that, I mean, well, yeah, merging out in front of someone else, but don't know why you went there. Why'd you choose to move there? You had so much time to go. 2 days ago when I was ending? Yes, you did. You did. It was funny though, because I did, if you were to watch the VOD, I did still respond to it and then changed scene, but by the time I'd done that, the raid had already been sent. So it is there. You just may not have heard it before you got sent over. This one's just bad timing. Right? It's just a bit... New alternating vehicle? There are polls for it. Players vote on a poll as to what one they want. You should be able to see what the poll is, right? If there's an ongoing one right now. Hate Brazil. Why would I hate Brazil? What's that got to do with it? If you're a bad driver, which is probably what you're going to talk about, it's got nothing to do with where you're from. Why would it? Because you're playing on the same servers, eh? Huh? Yeah, someone in the TikTok chat just says, I'm Brazilian, you hate Brazil. No. People do that a lot. They claim that we are against a particular nation of people just because one of them got banned. I thought they were going to make it. You're not going to. Maybe there's an invisible wall. I don't know how far out the wall goes. It almost seems like it's easier to just follow the road up the curve instead of trying to cut the curve, right? Maybe, yeah? Wouldn't that make more sense? How do you find a busy road like this? This one, you'd go to Innsbruck in Austria first. That is it. There are no other roads like this that are this busy. Yeah, the Turkish players, yeah, a lot of them will say that as well. It's a very, very strange response. This is not a DLC. They're trying. Well, one of them is. The other one gave up, I think. There he is. So on Convoy, yeah, you can't use it on TMP, Millennia. Sadly. Sadly, you cannot use it. But that is the command. That is what it would be. Just follow the road, you know, just... That's going to be interesting. Just follow the road. That's the whole point. Why are so many people here if you want to do everything you can to not be here, is what it seems like. If you're just trying to rush and overtake everyone at any time you can, what's the point? Alps on the way to Greece? I'm sure that was the most eventful part of your journey, because when you skip past this area, it gets back to being chill again. Greece DLC doesn't have too many people there now. Oh, you're stuck. Yeah, you're doomed. You've beached that now. You ain't getting out of that. Ban for lag spikes? Purely lag spikes? No. Some people can be lagging but also be driving dangerously as well, and then they'd be banned for the dangerous part, not the lag part. It depends on the scenario. But literally speaking, no. That moment, I don't know what happened. Maybe their steering device stopped working, but hey, they used the Tota road, and here they come again. This time not missing the turn. Very good. Can't remember your password since March. Haven't got any emails. Have you contacted the support team? Have you checked your junk or spam folders? Because sometimes they could go there. Keyboard drivers, yes. Input delay is going to be a lot more for keyboard drivers, yeah. Prime. There are some primes. Prime. That's an interesting colour there. Prime. They saw one somewhere. Am I not seeing it? I don't know. How much FPS do you recommend? A drivable amount, because it varies based on each person's PC. Whatever FPS you can still suitably drive your vehicle with. If that's 20, sure. 30, sure. Not lagging? I am. I have 28 FPS. That's bad, right? Why do I not have 2000 FPS, That would be manageable. That's okay. Good job. What wheel? I have the Moser Truck Sim wheel, the TSW, the Moser one. If you join the Driving About streams, you'll see me use it. Because I have the wheel cam. Prime. Kayla saw it somewhere, then it must have disappeared. Magic. You gonna try again? No? A NASA PC. Well, unfortunately, the way that this game works, even if you have a NASA PC, it may still suffer in busy areas because the game is not made for it. The game needs to be improved. Of your bajillion cores that a NASA PC will use, it will still only use one. Yeah? Them's just how it bees, you know? Oh, the overtake was just at the start. Okay. Only at the start. But you didn't bump into anyone, did you? Right. You saw one now, yeah? Really long cargo? Not here. I find it cool otherwise. I've seen some interesting triple trailer combos, but not here. Context. At the end? Ah. Oh, there's one, yes. That's the one you saw? Wow, impressive. I was not looking at them. One other thing, though, is somewhere back here, after they'd completed their overtake, somewhere... Was it that red one? There was a truck that looked like they were also doing it, but they might have just overshot the corner. No, never mind. That's fine. That's fine. Can I ask you a question? What was your question? What was it? I don't see it. It's not there. Paste it again. They will update the engine. They're working on upgrading the engine to support things properly, because the way consoles work, they'll be redoing bits of the engine as well. And that's why they've probably been working on this kind of thing for years. So PC will get a bonus feel of that as well. In their second update video talking about console development and such, they mentioned PC players will feel a difference as well. How much of a difference? Don't know, but fingers crossed. We shall see. Any news on rigids? No. Rigids are still, at the moment, only an idea they want to bring to the game. There's not even any confirmation that they are officially working on them. Whether it's their own version or they've teamed up with another company to bring those types of trailers. Kelly, I know! Nothing yet. It's still only a, well, this would be cool moment. Do everything to reroute people? That'd be nice. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But again, boss guy, I wouldn't want that situation to happen and then you come back in the stream maybe in a month's time and be like, oh, F2P is so laggy, I don't like it, they ruined it. Because that will happen. It was them. It was them. It was them. It was them. It was thems. Should try it. Drive on the road while it's not busy, get a feel for it and see how nice it is, then imagine the same level of density on it and see how you like it that way. Hello, Juice. How's it going? Same again, perhaps? No, well then that's not too bad. Quick before they reload their save. Gym! You about to go to the gym? You've been to the gym? Yes, it's this one's fault. Because the other one doesn't leave their lane. Well, they do a bit there, which is a bit strange, but I wouldn't deem that as being problematic. Because it didn't affect this one, did it? Could be their steering device, you know. But then there's this, where you do a little bit more than that, and then you just happen to push them as well. The other one didn't really push. They might feel that that's the same. Like, well, he did it first. Well, no, not in the same way. No, this one. The wobble here is likely because there's a slight curve in the road and they didn't actually follow it, so they just cut across like that, or it's keyboard steering. I don't know what the cause of that is, but you see they are stuttery a little bit. Wobbling is what I was going to say. Buses, don't know. Don't know. Why would I know? And then we're back. TMP won't be on console, no. A lot of the players that already play, it's not going to be a case of when Convoy came out and I had a handful of players that now had 2 places to choose from. So some people that didn't like TMP went to Convoy and stayed on Convoy. It's not going to be the same as, oh, these people now switch to console, because you'll need to buy the game again on a different device. If you do have crossplay, it will be Convoy crossplay, not TMP crossplay. So we'll have a lot of new players joining the game overall, because people that don't have a PC have never been able to play this game. And now they will be able to, which is very cool. Hello Darth, doing well. Hello Ben, how's it going? Hope we're doing good. That triple trailer here really shouldn't be here. Insanely long trailers should not be here. Yeah, Innsbruck Klagenfurt, it's called the IK road now, not the CD road. Slowly forget about the acronym of CD. Is it acronym? Good. Hello Papa Bear. All good. Doing well. We had some rain on and off today and yesterday. It's very nice. Tomorrow we should have got a bit of it as well. Yes, I take the credit for sending people here first. I'm not personally regretting it. I'm just saying it's amazing how you can only do that once. Can't do it again. Can't do it again. That guy's going fast. Again, to those that haven't seen, they have put cones across one of the lanes going into the area, but they don't show in the reports. Who said you can't? Well, I've done the same thing. I did the exact same style of video saying, don't go the Alps. Look, this road is nice as well. And you see it didn't work because they've already chosen here. Is this lag? Could be. Could be. I feel bad banning for that. They don't look like they're lagging though. But they were slightly going out of their lane as they were approaching the corner. Poor timing of that, perhaps. But then you just drive off, hit and run. It just feels weird to ban for situations like that. Because there was a little little stutter just before it. Block both of them? Yes. Just remove the entire area, prevent people from going here. These, they put extra cones here. So I guess spread people out so they don't clash with each other so much. Yeah, it's once per decade, you see, so CD's been the ruling place for so long. Have to wait another 10 years, eh? Birds relocate once spring comes. Yeah, but birds are quite smart. Birds do that for survival, don't they? As well. These people don't really do it for survival purposes. They just do it because other people are there. If you make loads of other people go somewhere else, they will follow. So, tried my best. There's other roads as well, of course. We went over a handful of them. There's the one going between Milan and Zurich that MrPasta mentions quite a lot. That's a nice one. Almost all of the base game country roads, take me home, are potentials for people to drive on because they give the CD vibe. But no. That road was in the Alps. That one. This one is in Scandinavia right now. Just outside Copenhagen. Big bridge. And the whole thing has been reset. Even the photo trophy. I swear I have a photo on that bridge. And even that's gone grey. Is there a way of carrying data? No, probably not. I don't know how it works. Maybe they will be, but the game might function slightly differently. So you may not be able to edit the files on consoles, because people can't usually edit console files, can they? Sadly not. The B-triple. Which one? If it was the yellow one that you saw previously, where it's two normal ones and then a low bed with a big machine on it, technically that's allowed, even though it shouldn't be on that road. It's too big. Amsterdam. What? Here? No. These two then are just affecting each other. The original bump was this one hitting the pink truck. Pink? How'd you get it? What do they even have? Oh, this is a TMP paint job. That one, I think... Did you have to do the Hawley jobs to get that trailer, or can you just get that one anyway? And to deliver the Hawley mascots. And, you got a badge and such for that. Boom, 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 boom. There we are. That's just the most obvious. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't really need any more than that. After that, they don't affect them. Yeah, truck paint. If you mean truck paint, yeah, that's Super Stripes. It's a similar one to one I use. Trailer paint is the Hawley one. Why have they made it all grey? Look, it's a nice bridge. I swear I've parked on this bridge before. Taking a nice photo here. Not much as far as views, but... Hey? It's me? Which one is you? Yeah, make sure nothing is clipping, but be careful where you take that type of trailer, though, because that really shouldn't fit on this road. Because the low bed they use is a really long low bed as well. And it turns corners with the wheels turning at the back, so it could go into the other lane. Yeah. I have a favourite truck, the Scania. Next gen Scania. Scania is my preferred one. So this one here, that's parked up, this is the old Scania. That's also quite nice. Not too bad, but the new one is my preference. Like roleplay? No. Because we don't often do that. If I were to do that, I would be overtaking the traffic and sort of driving around or sort of parked up in a little corner part somewhere, and when someone zooms past me going too fast, I turn the lights on and chase them. That'd be something you do specifically for a video. Doing reports is easier to get people. It's just easier. Still ain't coming through. I would suggest contacting support as well then. Because maybe they can send one on their behalf, or they can reset it or something. If you're talking about your password. Yeah. Next favourite truck. That is a good question, because I don't know. Could be DAF. But if you're basing it on which one I've used the most, possibly. Because that one had 120 something thousand before I went back to Scania. Painted box trailer will be removed, replaced with a painted box trailer, become purchasable. Community award. So it is the award then? Because it's still in the game, you can take those trailers. Long B-triple flatbed with a dolly. Well, the dolly is how you would attach the flat one to the others, yes. Just for common sense purposes, while it might be allowed, I'd say don't do it. Because that's just really dumb. Just use one trailer. Don't inconvenience yourself, because the moment something goes slightly wrong, you've now got a long snake behind you that's tangled up. If you just use one trailer instead, you'll be fine. Is this caused by lag as well? You seem to stay in this side for a fair bit. Yeah, this is a bit different from the other one that we saw. No. A little bit different. The flatbed with 1 or 100 pigs. I don't know how they changed the number of pigs. I think someone explained that not too long ago. I don't personally know how you do that though. Going sideways? How are they going sideways? Guess Sarah, how you doing? Big fan, how was your stream earlier again? I have the stream open and I lurk around because that's when I'm sort of still waking up and getting started with what I'm doing. But it's still there. Hello, Gion. Priority. For the ticket, that's how serious it is. Priority is how serious the problem is. So if you have an account problem, I'd mark that as high, probably. Not really medium. I don't know if there's a very high. There is a critical, I think, but that would be... I don't know what you would really mark as critical for that. These points. The points you gamble in chat are used to gamble and get more. The one you've just redeemed the moist with are different points. Yeah, you started The Last of Us. Are you there's 2 games of that on there though. Last of Us Part 2. Are you playing that as well, or is that just a movie? I don't know. Finish school in 23 days? True, the summer finale is coming up. Wow. Hold on. First one, yeah, well obviously, you're gonna start with that. Finishing or playing more of. It's about a dozen games or so. There's a lot. There's a handful I could play. If I were to actually turn them into like a series or so. You could think of Star Trucker as like a series to some degree. Hello, folk, big fan. Now, is this one all one times? Yes. Yes, it is. Hella indie horror games. I have a few keys from ones that I've been offered. And be like, do you want the key? Because I haven't redeemed them myself. No, Star Trucker. Star Trucker, not Star Trek. And not Young Sheldon, no. It's a game where you're doing trucking in space. The style of the vehicles in that game are similar, because I believe Lizzie said it when she was watching the trailer for it years ago. Cowboy Bebop, I think, has those types of vehicles. That's what it looks like. Up to you. Oh yeah. That one you got to waste, do I? This is the new Calais-Duisburg, yes, the new road that people like. And here there's 200 people on the player list near me. Me being around here. Is Jody driving on 2 wheels? Oh, so you've got a guy that's on his own stream showing off. I see. Report it. It's incredible gameplay. It's not ended yet. It's not over yet. It's for blocking. Harder or easier? It is harder for some because it isn't a straight line. It's a constant back and forth bendy road. So people that liked to go 110 continually on CD can't do that here. You shouldn't. They've cancelled their job and now it's... Your parents don't see games as viable gifts. Do they see it as anything digital not being a viable gift? Is that why? A lot of people don't think that. People like to, understandably, like to think of gifts as things you can feel, you know? Things you can actually get. That's not that bad. Hack of TMP Ghosty. Yeah, they should get banned. They do get banned. The thing is, people using the Ghosty cheat, they use throwaway accounts that they've accumulated through illegal means, and they just use an account and then just skip to the next one. So any video you see of the demo of those cheats, the accounts have already been banned. Most of the time. It's best to not watch the video. Another example, see if you're struggling. Not good. You've got a long way to go still. Coming all the way over to here. Take his time. She was lagging like crazy. Shouldn't be. Because you're the only one that's mentioned it. 3 days, Curve. They've added a new stream streak where you now have 2 days. So 2 days, then 3 days, and then I'm assuming 5, 7, and so on. Last level. That flower looks good. Looks nice. No, it may not be a steep hill, but a lot of people may be, they might have some momentum going up the hill, but then if they've had to stop, they have to start from scratch. Their engine is really trying. I mean, at least they're moving, but it's still a bit annoying, you know? Bit annoying. This is Volvo. Where's this? The Alps. The I to K road. Innsbruck to Klagenfurt is this route. They make a cheat. They make a cheat and they call it a tool. That's what it is. It's a helpful tool. Purely because it has some features that are not malicious towards other players, so therefore they just call it a tool. Like, giving yourself infinite fuel doesn't harm other people, correct? But the other stuff does. So, you know. I'd feel really... Oh, and you've lost all the momentum there. Well done. You're so close to the flat part, though, because it levels out right here. Come on, come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. If they were all the way back here, then maybe that would be pushing it a bit, but, you know. Please, though, if you end up in that situation, please acknowledge when it might not be working. Because I guarantee you the several dozen people behind you may not... you just overtook the whole thing, didn't you? May not be as understanding as you'd hope them to be. That's the same person there. Up in there. You can as long as you don't block. I'd still rather you don't go really, really, really slow. That's another reason to not have these heavy trailers here, because it's also steeper than the CD road, so... On CD you could bring pretty much anything, because it was just a straight line. Mostly a straight line. Turquoise down for the heavy trailer. Not from memory. I'm not sure. If that's you, you would know. Oh look, there's a Prime. If that is Prime. Milo, how you doing? No, yeah, I'm not a fan of people that make cheats for any game, but unfortunately, the way that it works, you can't really stop all of them. So, talking about them gives them attention, and they do like their attention. Wheel loader. No, it's not a heavy one though. But the person might be struggling because if you're using automatic, the moment you reach a certain amount of revs, it will automatically increase the gear, which then sets the revs all the way back down again. You need to be in manual and in a constant gear. So they might be juggling the gears quite a lot. In that player's case. Playing Forza? I've been playing it a little bit. If we do, on Friday I could do a Forza stream. You can edit the weight of it as well, so it weighs nothing, but I don't think that player did that. I don't think they did. Because the whole point of taking the heavy stuff here is that it's heavy. If you take it here, like that train down there, and it weighs as much as cut flowers, like 3 tons, what's the point in it then? What's the point? Ah, I see. It ended there. And then we saw them later on. 5 stream streak Forza, yes. Sarah's been playing it, and I joined her on the recent stream of playing it. When she was playing it. That was fun. Ready to go some gems? Yes. The hospital records is back, right? To some degree. There was a base one, which is okay. Oh, lol. Don't do that. Yes, because Sarah is the stream you joined playing Peak, yes. And then I think, was it Blandon or someone else that was in the chat that's been like, wait a minute, I've seen this name before. There's no problem in hanging out in friends' chats. What are you talking about? It's fine. Like, it's cool to see some of you hanging out in Ashley's chat, Lizzie's chat, She-Wolf's chat. What's wrong with that? It's fine. You have a Mango, right? Well, fair enough. Mango and the others now. There's 2 more. They don't get as much screen time because the cats don't like each other yet. But there's 2 more. There is, yes. The roommates of the people she's with now. They have, I don't know if there's 1 each, but they collectively have 2 other cats. Viper, shush, don't say my name. Shush. Didn't know they were from the chat? Well, he is, yes. Hope you're followed so that next time she's live you can see it. Oh, we got a Christmas tree here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, haven't seen one of these in a while. All of that to try and not be a hazard, and I bet you're going to do something really wrong, aren't you? Like, watch out, get out of my way, I'm here. Still causes a problem. Yeah, even the paint job. It's the red and green, you know, watch out. The LED Christmas lights that go around the cabin. This is one of these, some people call it the, what's that term? It sounds a bit silly, but you want to do the thing anyway. So technically speaking, they filled up every legitimate slot with the same accessory. So of course that looks weird. But they can. Just because I can, I will. That sort of thing. You could call it free will, I guess. Overboard? Well, yes, it is overboard, but technically that's legitimate because they've just put it everywhere you can. With save editing, but every available slot they've put something in. So I just want to see if they do anything bad with it. And to prove that all these lights don't do anything. Ooh. Look at that yellow. Oh, and a pink. Just every colour. Yeah, I must be the one causing people to lag, because there's a funny thing where nice. I was distracted by Adu's message. Adu, why are you posting fake card information? What are you talking about? What the hell are you doing? Wasn't your fault, was it? It was this one. I'm assuming it's fake, because there's no way he's going to be dumb enough to put his own credit card information in the chat. This. Ooh. You knocked the one behind you, that's one. And then we're doing it to this one as well. Volvo accessories, yes. Someone in the Discord said it's only for the roof. Roof accessories, something like that. Pinky's gone. Technically wrong side, that other one as well, but at this moment there is only one other oncoming person, and they did that safely, in quotes. This one bailed on it, and then this one didn't. Why are you in a rush? So not only are you there in the road where everyone is, because everyone is already there, you want to spend as little time there as possible, and you want to beat people to the destination, but you're going to the same place. It's not a race. If it were, I'd understand wanting to come first. But it's not a race. What are you talking about? The desire to go fast, you know, the adrenaline. Often absorbed by these cars. They do that a lot, don't they? Beacons? Yes, a lot of beacons. It's because a lot of beacons would cause lag. To anyone that might have epileptic conditions, there is a console command to change the beacons to stop the actual glow of them from affecting you. So you'll see the light and such go around, but you won't see the glow spinning around, especially at night. That dude's appeal? Oh yeah. Can't wait for that. No problem. Yeah, it's nice to see the companies having a good bond with SES, especially the American ones, back when they were releasing a lot of Western Star vehicles. Almost every month there was a new one. Disable beacons, yes. And then Disable Beacons 2 makes them completely static, so you don't see anything. So even this one on top of this vehicle here would have the flashy effect on it. Stop it in a tab. Doesn't that turn it off entirely though? Funny mix. They're legal. They are legal, but they are, for common sense reasons, not recommended because they are too big. Again, if you want to be realistic, this road doesn't allow trucking. At all. When you go through the toll, there's a message that appears on your screen. I don't know if they've disabled it. Shouldn't have. To say commercial trucking is not in this area. No one should be here. But we send people here anyway because it's funny. It's still there? Good. Good. 1 month is too long. Well, the ban for overtaking is not 1 month for the actual scenario. It's 1 month for history. On top of what you already did. They can just go with the truck by themselves, yes. That would certainly save space. But then if they do need to repair their vehicle by using the command, they need a trailer for it. And I guess for stability reasons, they would also bring a trailer in case they tip over. But yeah, there's a handful of people that drive without one. In-game fine. You should adopt the thing of, from the Pro Mods April Fools, you know that ramp where you were going up, down, up, down, up, down a lot? The fine increases the amount of times you go to this area with one of those trailers. Like each time. Oh, they're doing the cheat. There's a cheat. My cousin did it? Yeah, this one's cheating. They do the whoop. This is what it looked like when the one was affecting me during our first Benelux experience. This is what it looked like. You're basically teleporting yourself to the other person's location. I'm gonna stop doing that so you don't get a headache from seeing it. You get the point. That's not lag. Gmod no clip, you can call it that. On Friday, I could. I'm not definitely saying yes, but it would be cool to do that, and then other people can join. Yes, it'll probably be a YouTube stream first, just to see how it goes, because I don't know how well the game will perform on stream. So, yeah. That one probably won't appeal. Cheaters will either just make up some whatever, or they just won't appeal and just go on to their next account. Yeah, you can join. Yeah, for sure. Racism, lovely. Hold on. What, full N-word? Okay. Okay. Or you mean in Turkish? Like, among other things that they were saying. I wouldn't be surprised. Just who cares, PC dead, lag, blah 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 blah, you know? Yeah, I'll probably translate that properly later. It's one for a hacker you found recently. Yeah, they do. They have loads of accounts they get cheaply. So that same person will find a new one. Point being, it's not actually that difficult to ban them. Because they make themselves very obvious, which is the point. That's what they want. They want the attention, they want the reaction. They make their videos from it. And it's a cycle that repeats. Yes, it affects a lot of people. Because again, that's the idea. But that's just how it works. Oh, he cussed Ataturk? I see, I see. Yeah, the Turkish really hold Ataturk to a high regard, don't they? The founder of... Wasn't it basically the founder of modern-day Turkey? Whatever they call the leader, president, prime minister, sort of thing. President, I think they're called. They take up a lot of space. Did you see that one that was going round the roundabout? That's the exact example of like 2 box trailers and a really long back trailer, which does turn, but yeah. Hello, Inna, welcome in. Which trailer would you recommend? A normal box trailer. If you had to have a trailer, just use a normal box trailer. Just do that. Founder of education system and modern language, modern mathematics and Turkish. So the modern Yeah, not Turkey itself, then. The way Turkey works right now. Taking it from the various empire bits that it was part of beforehand. Now, that was weird. Was that lag? That was a bit weird. Could be a ghost mode thing. If they don't do it again, then... not much else to go by. From a regime, I see. Yeah, so a lot of people also, back when we had profile pictures visible, a lot of people would also use his picture as their picture. Which, sure, interesting. Still bad for 3 months. Patrick, thank you for the roses. Yes, 3 months is a long time. It is a very long time indeed. I can't see the symbol above their head though. I would like to see the pictures return. I don't know why it's taking so long. I guess it's just not a big deal anymore and they don't think about it. So many players have joined and they've never known profile pictures to be a thing. The Tota Road thing, because you see they were stuck. They went on the road and then the ghost modes just overlapped at the perfect moment and then that's what it made it look like they could drive through. Yeah. Viper, hello, how you doing? So there they went through it and it was fine. Now I guess it ended and then this one kind of... it went a bit wrong. Naughty pictures. It was, I think, because it was using your Steam picture, so if someone had a bad picture, we'd make them change their Steam picture, which sounds a bit strange. Because if controlling a platform that isn't TMP, it'd be nice if it was directly TMP pictures. Like your actual account picture. No, yeah, of course, some people do bad pictures there, but then at least that's within our control, isn't it? Gino, how you doing? That could be one of the reasons. I don't really know why. It does sound a bit weird to be controlling a platform, part of another platform that otherwise doesn't relate to you, you know? Look at the traffic. Ooh, someone's on the wrong lane there, probably because their trailer is stuck. You just gonna leave it there? You actually just genuinely gonna leave it there? It's not stuck though. What are we doing? Ad time. Ad time. Oh, you're swearing though. I admire that they just close everything else off. You know that the block things that horses wear when they're doing parades and such, so they don't see anything around them. That's what that person has on right now. I'll just do that first. If they return and do it again, you know, this is a very common save. We've seen this on the Steam Workshop. Because I've seen a lot of people use that. Weight distribution also would make that's just not how that works. All of these should be on a low bed themselves. I want you to move. Start moving so I can BRB, damn it. Start moving. Clear up the traffic. Look at that blue, yellow and lime, whatever, right in front. Ripped apart by dogs? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. At least maybe it would stop what they're doing. Bit extreme. Where's this? Alps. The Alps. TPRK is teleport to repair, the service, and kick at the same time. So to what it looks like, for those that haven't been TP'd, whatever reason I type in the box, like blocking, their screen will go black for a few seconds. In the middle, it will say teleported, I think it says teleported by staff, it should say by team. Reason, blocking. And then when that fades out, they'll realize they've been kicked from the server as well. So it's a 2-in-1, very efficient, very good. Parking ticket? I should. We used to have a rule as well called useless traffic, where if you were to the side of the road in a busy area, you'd be adding to the lag, back when the lag was worse. So people would be kicked for that rule as well. Some people want that to be brought back. But it would mean all these people would have to go, which defeats the point of the rest area. You know? 5 trailers? In the single player, you probably could. Where's this? Solely, it is the Alps. You go to Innsbruck to get here. Calais, Duisburg, Innsbruck, Klagenfurt. Same thing. Bring it back. You'd have to find the suggestion, wherever that is made, if there is one, and submit your vote to that, like a petition kind of thing. It's not a DLC, this is normal map. Normal map. Which is why there's so many people here. You can't have a busy DLC area unless, well, at least not to this degree. You won't have it in a DLC to this degree. A lot of people don't have DLCs. Trash! Hey, if you want another road, go here. This one. The 6 from Frankfurt across. Go there instead. And then if you want, go through Prague and go all the way up to TMP HQ. And then why not just do a loop of the map? Play the damn game and drive on all of these roads, not just one. Come on. Good road, exactly. Explore the map. Greek border? Yes. Yeah, but that's DLC. Of course it looks nice. It's DLC stuff. Underrated. Unfortunately, it'll be underrated for a while. Because people don't want to go there. They found this place and they're staying here for now. CD is Calais to Duisburg. It was the acronym of the two places with a road in between them. In this case, it's now IK, which is Innsbruck, Klagenfurt. Between the two cities is a wiggly, bendy road with a rest area and 2 tolls on either end. That's what this is. Albania, very nice roads as well. But again, that's DLC. So we're not including that in the list of potentials for people to go to because most of them won't have that DLC. Welcome in. Would be nice, hey? Imagine, you know, 4,000 player server. If they're all spread out around the map, you wouldn't really tell that there's 4,000 people, but you know, you'd have to have maybe 10,000 plus to see a sufficient amount. Maybe not even that. Could we ever have NPCs? Well, in testing, they somewhat made it work, but that was years ago. Be nice. You wouldn't need to have them when you've got so many players. So one of the ideas people had was the more players, the less NPCs. So here, you wouldn't have any NPCs because they would just clog up the road. Falco's here, different Falco, with a K, not with a C. What are we doing? Hello? Wakey wakey. Oh yeah, some people drive like NPCs, so you might as well consider them NPCs, yeah. Salzburg to Stuttgart? Yeah, it's a bit of a questionable abbreviation there. AI are better. Some people... Have you seen the way that some AI vehicles merge and they change lane right in front of you? People do that in game as well. They change lanes suddenly, not gradually. They're saying F because of the kick. Oh, the ban as well. Yes, that is an F. Yes. You're on Convoy. Enjoy. That's fine. That's fine. Convoy is nice. Convoy is very nice. It has its own purpose as well. This is just a... We need to bring back the CCTV cameras. And have one set up there. This road is not there. Here. Down here. Or down there. And we're looking at this little rest area. So you see this little straight bit of road down here? Down from the restaurant? That's this road. Here, that's that bit. So you see how bendy it is? Wibbly wibbly. Wibbly wobbly. For this week. It'd be cool too. I'm not saying a definite yes. Yeah, there's another road that looks like CD, but now I guess a lot of people have just... They don't really care where it is. They just want to be around other people now. So they may not even care that it looks like the CD road or not. As long as all their friends are there. And we'll start seeing all these meme videos talking about, oh, the death road, the busy road. It's here now, eh? History has been rewritten. It's been changed. Clearly it's repeating itself because people really like a busy place that has a lot of people on it. So it doesn't matter where it is. What's forbidden as a trailer? A full-length triple. That's one of them that would be forbidden. Anything that has too many floaty bits, glitchy bits. Not good. Those aren't good. Sees more knobs while driving because the name looks similar to a patron. Oh, so they don't think of him as a team member at first? That's quite clever. I mean, in my case, unless they know my name, I'd just have my colour toggled off, wouldn't I? And some would know my name. You might just think, oh, he's that streamer guy. A TFM presenter, you could. Look at that. Two that are not the same. It can be, depends on how the trailer is set up. If you're using a normal in-game trailer combo, you should be fine. If you're downloading a weird edit that someone's made by splicing bits together, it's your risk, you know. Hello, Sam. It's a big fan. Right, I need to BRB because I need toilet. Okay? Won't be long. Did any insane crashes happen? There's another team member in the chat. In-game chat. How we doing? Falco, yeah, there's also Taco, community moderator. It's busy. Don't park on the viewpoint, man. Don't park on the viewpoint. Can we make, again, from the video I made, can we make that bay a different colour so people may be less inclined to... You cannot refuse. Nice. Yeah, the yellow box type thing. So people know to not go there. Daytime for me, because I can change the time of day. It would be nice if others could as well. Calais. Ooh. But sadly not. Calais. Other admin? Yeah, there are more. It's not just me. Yes, I am the admin. There's only one. That's why nothing gets done on this damn server, because it's only me. I am a TMP mod, yes. What you're looking at is what the in-game reports look like. To review, anyway. So if you report a player, the little thing by clicking their name, a little select what they did kind of thing, that's what that looks like on our side. Wow, I haven't been here in so long, huh? How long stream be? Maybe until the hour. Not too long. It's nostalgic, eh? Like, wow. Imagine there'll be a time where Calais itself stops being too busy. It's still busy, to some degree. 83 people? That's not too bad. If it then stops being busy and people finally, maybe eventually come back here. Why were you stopped there? There's no barrier in the way, though. Oh, because you can't go that way. Why not, though? Oh, because of the... Oh, I see. So they wanted to reverse and hesitate, and then they weren't too sure where to go. They maybe wanted to go in there, but then they saw other people going that way. I'll leave that. Maybe they were confused. Maybe their map told them to go that way, huh? MrPasta! Welcome back. Is that actually... Because it says different lengths of time. 5 months. 3 in a row, I see. What I do want to do is screenshot, because my 2 event lists show different numbers. One of them for some reason says it's only been 2 months. Or 3 months rather. 2 in a row. Seymour! Seymour Biscuits! That is a good name. Is that the person Connor's just mentioned? Thank you for using your Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome. Enjoy the badge. Enjoy the emotes. I think that was the person. Don't pretend to patrol the stuff. There's already a gate there. You don't need to be there. It's like the people that used to moderate, or quote, moderate the Calais traffic lights. What's the point? Ask Maverick. I should. The one thing you definitely shouldn't do is ping a GMM and ask them a really stupid question. Yeah, or the train crossing. Yeah, that was very silly. And usually they do it independently from the actual gate, or in that case, lights, which made it even worse. Because it would be green, but the person would still be blocking it. Yeah, if they're in-game talking, then yeah, ask them. Else, you know, why would they be there? Another one? Is that the same one? I don't know if that's the same. It's the same truck at least, so maybe the entire save is a downloadable save you can use. Job completed, yes. It does show up in the Trucky channel. It should. Tartu, St. Petersburg. That's not too bad of a job. What stats do you want checked? Like distance? I don't know exactly how long that is. Nice. Why are we in a rush? What are we doing? We're all going the same way. Is there a point? No. Keller's here, yes. Keller's a regular. Why, is there a problem? Oh, now, okay. Oh, I see. I'm not sure then. That's interesting. So it's just the you know, this. You're using the downhill to your advantage to try and get as much ground as you can. Forgetting, of course, you have to immediately stop afterwards. So, whoops. Dwarfi's in labour. Why are you even in game if that's a potential? You know, isn't there a whole series of things that lead up to that potential? It's not a true surprise, right? Yeah. Oh, someone just spawned in the road there. Where is that? Is the Alps, Innsbruck to Klagenfurt. That was more the Klagenfurt direction. So after the midpoint rest area somewhere, down the other side. Why for long? No. Prioritizing going on a bendy road in a game over a child that you're about to have. Yeah. Take your. Have you seen those things where a lot of the time they get mocked for it, but people take a full setup to the hospital because they're going to be there for maybe a couple days. So yeah, I mean, if neither of you are going to get much sleep, you might as well pass the time somehow. Maybe not with an entire gaming setup, but you know, if you've got a Switch or something, bring that. I want to see. Oh, we'll have to look at them. Okay, they tried to change lane really quick at the last second, and it didn't work. Because this is the way to the road. Yeah, laptop and a mouse. Yeah, you could just use a sort of one of the side tables they have, that sort of thing. Because of course, the woman is on the bed, and then he's like on a side couch or something. You know, he's just there. That was close. ATS is nice. It's a shame ATS doesn't have as much love as ETS does, but that's okay. This is good. There's a lot going on here. Did you see the car that just crashed for some reason as well? Okay, this one's not at fault. The suspect is not at fault anyway. They wanted to think if they can go around, but it's a bit dangerous to do so because they realise there's other people there. So, they're not quite in range. There we are. Players are nicer. If you ever hear them on the radio as well, I don't know if a lot of them speak on the CB radio now as much as they used to, but they are very talkative. You know the memes of Americans being really loud in public places? They're very talkative in-game. Almost all of them will wish you well and stuff like that. Yeah, it is quite nice. Yeah, the bridge is pretty good. Safe travels, exactly, yes. Well, I mean, in-game you do have people wishing safe travels as well. It's usually the Germans wishing safe travels, followed by advertising of ETC. Not always, but that's quite common. This. Thought you could just squeeze through the gap there, hey? Doesn't work like that, does it? Now, if we go... Actually, where did we... Whoa, back to the start, because I want to look here. For the crowd of people that suddenly realize they need to take this turn. This one. Spanish dudes? Probably. Hello, Valor. How's it going, big fan? That car would have done the same thing next to someone else. This one here. They would have squeezed past if this one didn't completely mess it up. Why would you do that, huh? Click spectate and that ID has been assigned to a new player. What happens? I've done this before. If I were to TP to a particular ID that I've just seen of someone, and then that person disappears and a new one logs in, I'd be taken to where this new one is, and usually they are nowhere near where the old one was. So, that's obviously a different scenario. Nothing else involves this car. Interesting. This car, though... Is this the one? No, it may not be. The thing where people get squished on the bridge and there's another car somewhere. Oh no, it is this other car. It's another one. Hello, MrPasta. Ah, well done. Ah, you got too close. I'm glad they went the other way and not straight back in towards traffic that they were following. Hope you learned your lesson, though. Yeah, here. Well, I mean, other than that. What was, Oh no, that was the one that we just saw. Okay, so that's different. Interesting. Tennis. You stop playing TMP because of these people? I understand that. You know you don't have to go to the busy place, though. You are more likely to be interfered with by these types of people if you only go to this place. You know, your probability is way higher. If you go and explore the rest of the map, you may still encounter some silly person that wants to ruin your day, but there'll certainly be far less of them. This one is the same situation, but is it the same situation? I have no idea. Ah! Shit, god damn it. Only this one, watch only this one, only this one. Yes. Ooh, just as the crowd at the road is merging or loading in. You said a little stutter there? Still not necessary though, wasn't it? Because you went around them after whatever the hell had happened to them, but you squished them in the process. But what did happen to them? Oh. Oh, well, that's not your fault. That's unfortunate. Now to know. Always the need to fight for the road. Exactly. Fight for every space on the road. Every little Ooh, I didn't see the second one. It's always at full speed as well. If Sim 2 was the busiest server at 150, they'd be doing all these very silly scenarios at 150 as well. That, you are very lucky you didn't cause a collision there, but you still did the overtake. So the overtake bar counts. The collision had already been done. So, on the map, this is the Innsbruck to Klagenfurt road. Innsbruck in Austria. Innsbruck. I'm not ignoring it. I'm responding to chats from the other platforms as well. Memorize where this place is so that eventually you'll be able to tell other people that as well. You know how everyone knows CD just by seeing it now? Well, not everyone, because some people still for some reason didn't know what CD was. You like the way I do that? Good. I mean, they deserve it, you know? There's someone really far off the map over there. I don't know if it's one of our teleporting cheaters or not. Does it have to be 1 times? Sadness redeemed the 1 times. No, Shed redeemed it 1 times. I'll do this 1 time, so I haven't skimmed through it yet. The storage unit. Yes. The MP3 road. How about that? These are for temporary lengths. They're not for permanent. No. Well, no, there are some TMP players that shockingly do like to go to other places, believe it or not. They might be aware of what this road is, but they may not know the layout of it. So they might just go somewhere else. Why have you? Deserved. You deserved it. Simple as. No, 1 mistake and banned for life? No, that would have to be the most serious... even role-playing GTA servers, I'm pretty sure they have temporary bans on there. And that one's like... a bit more serious and formal. So no. A lot of these situations, there's nowhere near permanent for what they've done. That was weird. That was interesting. Okay. Hello, Noble Befin. 10 banned and perm. Yeah, exactly. If you were to do, like, you know, you go out of character or you do a little bit something goofy or something, that's not game breaking. That's not that bad. You would do the same thing again. Think before you drive. What are you doing? This is the kind of appeal that I like. Because the excuse that they might come up with is... I don't know. It's very, very creative. How many bans do you need before perm? It doesn't go up to that anymore. It used to. It used to be your 1 month, 3 months permanent. Now there's not permanent. I didn't go and see... somewhere near one of these other housing areas that there was a person off the map. Here's a nice little... Hey, I mean, people could park here. Decent amount of space. It is a collision zone. And is this actually... No, it's not an actual fuel station, but still. Good views of people going by, yeah. Possibility. 3 times he did. You're on a 3 month. God damn it, Shed. God damn it, what you doing, huh? Good permit, James. Always knew you were a bad one. Always knew you were a bad driver. Brussels. Yeah, if someone has multiple situations, then of course they can quickly add up, can't they? Chuck your grandfather has. Okay. Have a look at that in a moment. Schmuck. 6 months. I mean, if you do think about it, 3 months is a very long time. When are we going to be... 3 months is going to be start of September. You'd have missed the whole summer. It's crazy. Maybe they have a chance to enjoy their summer now. Peen lookalike? They do have a brown and black, don't they? That's how you memorize, you see? You know some VTC paint jobs that stand out. I always found that interesting that people can make such memorable color combinations, while most of them use the same design, just with different colors. Is this one of these? I've seen one of these before, where the person in front is technically not immediately in the right-hand lane, so the other one tries to sneak past. But both of these lanes are turning to the right. And you can see that it looks like they are merging into the suspect, but the suspect is sort of in the way. You know? There. It looks like the other one caused that, doesn't it? Drove into me? It did look like he drove in front of it. Seems to be a shit driver. Yeah, well, I can't put that as the verdict, Squishy. Come on now. I need some corpo speak for that. Can you turn it into corpo speak? Your Honor, client says... You'll ban them? Well, you can ban them, because in this instance, I won't, because both were wobbling around. The other one liked to sort of change lane. Driver says, you can't say that. You can't say that. It's okay, he is as well. He's not being... Well, I mean, you can be offensive towards your own people, but, you know. They change lane, not expecting someone to be on their right-hand side, because you don't ever take on the right-hand side in Europe, do you? You do it on the left-hand side. It's not racist if it's true. People apply that logic to a lot of other things, and that's where it gets into a really dark conversation, which we don't have here. Still an insane comment to make. Hope you're doing well. Gez, are you around, Gez? Where you at? And there we go, I didn't ban either in that one. It was one of those situations where they both smushed into each other. One of them shouldn't have been undertaking on the inside, the other one shouldn't have changed lane without seeing the person being there, even if they're not meant to be on that side. It was one of those things where they just didn't expect someone to be on that side. Don't scream at him. Calm down. You've notified him once. It's fine. No rush. Giz, can you shout out Squishy? Unless you did and I missed it. And I don't know if you shouted out Cassera earlier. Ad time. What was that? In that case, you're supposed to be using your mirrors. Yeah, well, they didn't. So, you know. Yeah, Squishy, he's a DJ. He DJs. Moderator for 102 months. Now, the funny thing is, that does not show up in chat. In Chatterino, it says, has been a moderator for X amount of time. It doesn't say who, though. So now I have to tab out and go to actual whatever and see that it's Samiz that's been a mod for that length of time. Big fan, Samiz. I appreciate that. Welcome in. That's a very long time. He was the first mod. Back when I still didn't really need much doing, but I thought, you know. Very long time. Is this going to be a thing where people, like a sub anniversary now, they redeem it every month? Like, yes, I'm aware my mod has been here for 103 months now. Yes, it's the newest, yes. Oh no, ad, but you don't have Prime. Maybe it just didn't give you one. Maybe the ad quota had been met already. There's a certain number of ads that go out, and sometimes you don't get an ad because there isn't any quota left. They don't need to do it. Did they hit anyone doing this? Second time. Don't jinx it. You're complaining about not getting ads? Pfft. Don't do that. I don't think they hit. It was just a case of just the after. Well, I mean, you hit the back of the one here, didn't you? Okay, maybe not. And this is what inspired them to just keep going. Convoy of people up here. Convoy? The M8 is like saying mate. I don't know why we really named it that. It's probably because it's just a meme of saying, oi mate. And then you ask it a really dumb question. That bump would have been through lag. Just at the end. Ever stand using Twitch to watch people without subbing? Well, it's the main platform. You don't have to sub to watch. I can't turn the ads off. But it seems ad blockers work better on YouTube than they do on Twitch. There are ones that work on Twitch. You have to use uBlock Origin mainly, and there's a few scripts on that work better. I don't have the up-to-date version of it because I do get ads. So. But if you also do have Twitch Turbo, you don't get ads anywhere on the platform, and whatever revenue would be gathered from the ads you would have watched would still go to the player. Streamer. I said add a lot. That's a cool feature. But whether it's worth that amount per month for you, if in my case it may not be, because I only watch like no more than 10 people. Sure, it would be cheaper than physically subbing to those 10 people. Yeah. By default didn't work. Ooh. Then I'm not too sure. Force feedback, there's a tiny bit of it. There's a bit of a wobble and a bit of a centering going on. It's nothing too insane because it's attached to the desk. So I don't want it wobbling the desk because then it wobbles the cam. Imagine if I had my own, like a larger space to set this kind of stuff in, but I'd have the camera on like a big tripod behind the desk so it moves differently. YouTube Premium, you have to turn off ad blocker for people to get money. Really? Well, that's unfortunate. But they want you to have premium, though. That's what makes that weird. Oh. You were doing so well. Well, maybe not, but you were. Who cuts the corner like that? Maybe if no one's there, but it's unlikely for no one to be there. It's chicken, double chicken, double chicken. Chicken, though. Take 4 seconds before watching the video. Do you remember back in the days when you had the ads and you could just skip the ad first, the actual skip ad button? I don't know if it still shows that now, because I guess my ad block works quite well. Now there's also the sponsor block thing where people can mark out where the sponsor is on a video and you can skip it. If the sponsor is a bit cheesy, at least. What do I use? I think I use uBlock. I have uBlock. But also Brave has a built-in one, so the two work together and that works very well. If you use Brave, it has one. Doesn't Opera have one as well? Both work well. What map? This is the main game map. This is in Innsbruck. It's not a DLC map. No, when they say map, they usually mean DLC. Like what map? What DLC map? Yeah, uBlock Origin. I don't know the difference between the versions, but the main one is just uBlock Origin. So, don't know what they do differently. Like, come on, man. What's that about? What's the point in that? You were doing well. If I go first person, it takes me back to me, not them. It switches entirely and goes back to where I am. There's no first person of the player themselves. Chicken, yeah. I was just checking what they were doing previously to that situation. Helps the ads go away. There we go. Yes. Is this pro mods? No. This is normal map, normal game. It looks really nice, doesn't it? It looks like it could be in pro mods, but no. No, man, look at this little waterfall feature, huh? Lovely. All ads for 5 seconds? Yeah. Twitch has been trying to implement the lower third ads, and they trialed one where the player would get slightly smaller and it appears on like the right or the left hand side vertically. I don't mind those. Sidebar ads, lower third ads, as long as I can still see the content, it doesn't really matter if it's still a short ad. Now I wouldn't want to go on a site that's full of those. There's a limit. There's a limit. But as long as it's not the current ones where the entire player gets overwritten by the ad. So, hello mage, welcome in. That crash was not them. Was this? Was this them? Car coming up? Oh, the car just... okay. Kirkenes was busy, yes. That's the pro mods equivalent of the busiest road to go on. Not entirely sure how that started, and I'm not doing a documentary on that one because it would be a shorter documentary. There hasn't really been another place. It's just been that. Why? You realized, I think, that you wouldn't be able to overtake both because the front one had already started moving. So you tried and you overtook just one, at least. I mean, yeah, you did it, but both? Hold on, there was something else that happened earlier in this. The one was speeding up? Yeah, not to block the overtake. Not to block the overtake. It's to after the other person had slowed down. There's a difference in that. This one shouldn't have done the overtake because there was an oncoming player. So it doesn't matter if the blue one overtakes. You shouldn't have done... speeds up. You shouldn't have done this overtake. If it's a situation in the middle of nowhere and someone isn't deliberately speeding up for the intent on blocking the overtake, then yes. Sky, this is in Innsbruck. Go to Innsbruck and head southeast from there. You'll find a squiggly road. That is where everyone is. Hello, Diesel. How you doing? Lovely. I know you cannot speed up if someone's overtaking you. If someone is actually legitimately overtaking you. This overtake isn't legitimate because there was an oncoming player. It wipes out the legitimacy of it because it's dangerous. This? What was that? That's how I'd feel about that. That's a contextual thing. Said both? Yeah, but blue is not at fault. If blue was actually at fault and it was a normal thing and there wasn't an oncoming person, then perhaps. But blue was speeding up after the situation or whatever the hell made them slow down to begin with. Let's have a look. What was it? Just this one going slow? Unless you're trying to get them to go past you. Because maybe they could tell that this one is impatient. But they had a lag spike, which then ruined the chance of overtaking. So here, they're now speeding up again. This one goes for the overtake. Oncoming player. If they hadn't have sped up, there may not have been a collision, but the overtake would have been dangerous. Because of the oncoming player. And someone else actually got messed up by that. Hold on. There's a second one. Can I ban you? No. Not by you asking. You have to do something first. What have you done that's bad? Oh, okay. Oh, that was short-lived as well. Didn't really do much there. Okay. Oh, unban you. Also, no. Duisburg! 60 people. It's dead. Indicate to the right. Yes. But again, some people still may not know what that means. Sometimes. Because you can't really go at a fairly... Well... You can't stop in the road because that's dangerous. Innsbruck. I-N-N-S-B-R-U-C-K. It's in Austria, south of Germany. Look below Germany. They get appealed often. It varies. I'd say not every single person would appeal. Some of them may not even notice, which is weird, because surely they would have seen they got banned. Some may not care. It depends. You can't stop on the road normally. I still wouldn't suggest stopping on that road, because if there's people behind you, you have the intent of them passing you, but then you'd have to rejoin the road, which is a bit tricky for them. So they didn't want to stop. They tried their best, you know? I appreciate that they tried to slow down, to recognize that other people wanted to go past them. And they may not have been able to due to a consistent amount of oncoming traffic. The same ID. I think so. There's a cooldown though, I think. I don't think you can remake it immediately. Hold on. How many of you are involved? The team has quite a lot of people in it, but they're not all on at the same time, and there is a lot of reports that come in. You would need maybe 10 times the amount of people, which is not easy to get, on all the time to counter the amount of them that come in. Yes, it would be nice if there was more, but you'd need more managers, which I think we have a decent amount now, more leaders, trainers, more work, you know? So what was that about? Faster what? What was the need to change lane? You were just being overtaken. That was fine. You're the only two in the area. And you were sort of wobbling around, sort of nudging them against the thing, you know? It's both of those things. You hit them, but you also had the intent on blocking them from going past you. Mazes around the corner? No, that would be just coincidence. They better be, because we haven't had any this year, and we haven't had some since like mid last year or something. I don't know when the last one was. But if there is one, it won't be open for long. Usually it's only a few days now. Friends. Potentially it's friends, but then the funny question to ask there is, if friends are genuinely messing around, why is it reported? If it's genuinely only you, the nearby other players wouldn't really have seen it. What's the point in reporting that? Risking one of you getting banned? What's the need? It's a bit silly. Yeah, expired bans, there's a cooldown that is mentioned when you go to apply. If you had a ban that's within a certain period of time, you won't be able to press the button at all. It'll say you have a ban recently or something. Thinking about opening an auto body shop. What would my channel have given you the prompt for that for? Why would that have led you to... I mean, yes, go for it, absolutely. But I'm interested in why my channel would have done that. Seem the same every day? Oh yeah, I don't put a different mask on every day. I don't have different hair colors, contacts, things like that. Wigs. Do you have wigs? Means I'm AI. Yeah. This has all been pre-recorded ages ago. I ran off with the money a very long time ago. Doesn't age, yeah. I still feel if I didn't have, even though the beard is not like a long beard, if I didn't have it, I would look much younger. For some people, the beard is their saving grace. This is, I don't really know what you're doing, but you're not really causing a problem here. You're just trying to turn around, I guess. Are you really inconveniencing someone? Not really. Last one. This better be good. Money, 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 yes. There's two of you, okay. You're trying to be edgy because you're in the floor and you've removed your plates, so that's potential. They're in the floor due to their cheat that they're using. Right. Money! Okay. I think you boosted a little too early, my friend. Ignore that one going the wrong way. We'll see that. Yeah, yeah. 2 in 1! You're still in first gear, though. Oh, look at that. Spun out of control. Wow. Wow, impressive. Going through the map. Wow, you're so cool. I'm so impressed. I'm going to go and get the same cheat you have. Because that looks amazing. Is probably what they thought. No, the no license plate thing is just coincidence. They think it looks cool because you're making it as sleek as possible, so there's a trend where they remove it. In the same way that you see a lot of people that have really bright fog lights, that is no actual indication of a cheat, it's just a coincidence a lot of them use no license plate. Okay, you're making me dizzy, stop doing it. Get a load of that engine, can you hear that? Oh, listen to that engine. crying engine. Just go back. Because this one just boosts straight away. There we go. That could be the evidence, and then that'll be it. That's fine. That's all you need. Oh, then there's this one. Guarantee those accounts are going to be banned like any second now. Deleted. Because hackers do that a lot. Oh, you went around this one. Oh, but why was that one there? That's such a wide turn, though. The barriers aren't there anymore. The little bollards that were in the middle, they're not there anymore. And then they did Tota Road, very nice feature. They're not there anymore. Is this actually caused because the person is just doing circles now? This person. They're just doing back and forth loops. It's been 6 months. There's no release date. Why would there be a release date? Unless they knew when they wanted to add it. Calm down. Don't be one of those people, Red. Come on. Screaming about something you think you're entitled to because you heard about it once. And then you made up a release date for it, perhaps? Don't do that. Gonna turn around here? Yes. We're going back the other way again. You're not friends with them, are you? No. Oh, but we're driving now, okay. So you are with them, but you're just not using a speed sheet as well. Didn't even notice that at first. Going straight underneath someone else. Okay. So it's just the swerving to basically make the person crash. Because I guess you saw them coming and you went straight in front of them like that. So that's reckless. I do kind of want to give the other one something because that's a bit of an exaggeration. Maybe they thought this person would just start reversing as well. Because that's a bit much. You know, that's a bit much. To swerve out of the way. Going just completely across the other side. Now, SES won't lose sales for this other bus being added. They're two completely different things. You'll end up with 4 buses to use, and that's it. Custom trailer, would you get banned? Depends on how custom you're thinking. Sudden surprise? No, I don't think Wheel Unplugged. I think they just swerved to go around this guy. And then maybe wanted to keep going, thinking this one would then go left. You know how people just coincidentally swerve the same way as each other instead of going opposite? It was still prompted by that one who has been punished for it, so it's just unfortunate that led to a big crash. You know? But hey, we're done. That was good. Nice. He's lost a wheel, indeed. Like the wheel fell off and he kept going left, you know? Hello, Eagle. Welcome in. Troublemakers. Some of them have been banned. Okay? At least some of them have been banned now. Right. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. This song is interesting. Okay. Relax. Chill. If you put a shed on the back, well, we wouldn't be able to see it, would we? Like an actual shed? You could have a locally modded shed, and in our case, the trailer would be empty for us, because we wouldn't see it. But as long as the trailer and everything on the trailer works, and doesn't glitch, and doesn't look weird, yeah, I guess. Hoist! As far as raiding, we raided Vicky yesterday. Vicky's on again. I could go with the other one of the two that I was thinking of. For the raid. Because some people want a raid, don't they? I did say I want to raid it more. Sparks is on. Yeah, true, true. When did we last raid him? When did we do that? I can check. Right, he's playing Forza. His was about 2-3 weeks ago, middle of the month. Last time raiding this other person was much further back than that. Ooh, very long time ago. Well, hold on. Let me go see what these other people are doing. Let's see. When you raid Lime, much further back than that. I have no idea. You can ask a weird question. Depends on what it is. The camera. The camera is a.
One is the best one.
That's Dana. Camera is a Sony 5100. An old camera. But the lens is what makes the difference. Dana is playing God of War. That's what they're doing. Usually I mute the tab before I load the stream. And then Sparks is playing Forza. Forza? Yeah. Well, I mean, we can. I just think because the vote we did, well, no, I mean, not voting, no. The vote we did yesterday was between Vicky and Dana, and Vicky was the winner of that. We could. They've been going for about an hour so far, so they haven't got into the gameplay yet. Farming or peak? I don't know, at some point, hey, but I want to be nice. I want to send you over to another friend. A yapper. Forza! You want a poll, do you? You want a poll? GTA, not sure about that. Red, that's not a reason to abort someone. That's not a reason to abort someone. There are far worse conditions that you may think about that, but if it is a thing that the particular parents wish to do, then they can. Because it's their choice. Poll. Right. 1, 2. I thought you were going to ask a question like relating to the game. Like, that's a completely different question. Go. If you tie it, oh, I swear to God, if you tie it. You can use the truck wheel. I do not have another wheel to use. At least that goes with the motor. That would be easier than getting the G29 out and hooking that up. Can you imagine if I asked them, can I have another wheel because I want to play Forza? Oh, actually pretty good this time. Wow. You're amazed that people are actually picking something on the poll and not tying it? We know cheat. Oh, we know cheat. Oh, we know cheat. Yes, you do. Are you the 2 cars that I just banned there? Because you can't really control the drift. This game isn't really good at doing drifts. You tried to drift, it didn't really work, did it? Oh, you're getting there. There's a handful of you still voting for it. It's not going to work, though. Ah, interesting. Wow. Impressive, impressive. In order of the people I see, because it's sorted by viewers, it is Dana. Dana wins. I wanted to ask. Yeah, if it's a child and they like the, you know, you like the child, that's fine. There is, I understand there are complications with that syndrome, but there is, up to them. Hello, Zephyr, be fair. Like, you're just picking that as, I think you feel that's a far worse thing to have than far other actual life-threatening conditions that wouldn't benefit the... Why does it not respond to the command? Why does it not do that? Oh, now it works, but in this instance it doesn't. Huh? Well, there are the socials. We're talking about. On the YouTube chat, he's asking, this is not a conversation topic you should even want to have. He's asking, if you gave birth as a couple to a child with Down syndrome, or you knew it was going to have Down syndrome or something like that, would you keep it? I'm like, my guy, we play ETS. What are you talking about? It's a thing that people go through. It's a thing that the particular parent would review by themselves. And that will probably lead on to someone talking about the whole context of abortion itself and like their feelings about abortion. So, about me now? No, you deserved it. No, don't cry too much. Yeah, you would like your child, right? You would appreciate them. Anyway, big fan. Tomorrow is more driving around. We'll be doing some more Benelux stuff. Go be nice. Go hang out in their chat. Oh, they are in game now. I don't know. Is there like God of War what? Or is it just called God of War? Because they're playing that one. It's just God of War. I've never played a God of War game, but I've seen lots about them. They seem pretty cool. Good games. Brother. Have a good night. Yes. Same time tomorrow. Big fan. Have a good rest of your evening. It's going to send anytime soon. Big fan. It is this time. Yes. And it starts 2 hours before now. Big fan.